Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's meditation. Today, it's actually, as we're doing this recording, it is January of 2026, launching into a new year. Not sure when you will be seeing this, sometime after today, but I've been asking everybody what their word for the year is. And what if you were to launch into this new year with a banner that you're carrying that would be your aspirational word, what you're aspiring to become or be in that state more as we go into this year? What is that? What would that word be for you? Some of the words that came up in the live session were freedom and miracles, honor, curiosity, hope. And so what would yours be? And we're going to use that in this meditation today, largely to help to counteract the reaction, I call it the reaction of choice, that you tend to go to when you're surprised by something or something's triggering you. What that would be: frustration or anxiety or grief or sadness, depression, anger. What would be your go-to raw reaction? And I'd like to, when we're in that raw reaction, we have to appreciate that in the brain we're in our limbic system, the down right behind your prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, and producing the fight-flight energy. And our aspirational word would be something that we'd be able to experience, actually move from an intellectual understanding to an actual experiential one, using our full brain, our big brain, and our more of an alignment with our true self. I like to think of we have to start where we are. So wending our way from that triggered state in the brain. You can see it on the neural imaging, how that part of the brain is flaring up, and the big brain, cerebral cortex, is cooling down. Not as much blood flow going to that. So we need to jumpstart it. And one of the terms I use is wending our way. We have to start where we are. So, and wend our way up to awaken that big brain. And a lot of times I think of a spiraling up, starting and then spiraling up. And I actually came across a breathing meditation that I'd like to share with you, using the what's known as the Fibonacci sequence, and that describes the diameter. And as the spiral goes up, it increases, and there's a mathematical sequence as it gets wider and wider as it goes up, starting with 0, and then 1. 0 and 1 is 1. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2, or 2 and 1. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. So the diameter keeps getting bigger. 3 and 5 is 8. 8 and 5 is 13, on up, 21, 34, on up to infinity. So the breathing exercise follows that, and I think it might be interesting to try that. So maybe I'll guide it with you. So breathe 1 second, 1, breathe out, 2, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Breathe out through your mouth and let go. Relax. Feel your body grounding. We're willing to relax. Maybe we can do this again with your eyes closed. settle in. Hands on the top of your legs, feeling grounded. Letting yourself feel grounded and calm. Just appreciate that part of the brain that jumps into action when we're feeling like we need to do something, to deal with something. And yet, a lot of times that the raw emotion is not going to be very productive if we act out on it. So, wending our way up to the big brain. So maybe tilt your head a little bit to the left. 1, breathe out, back to the right. Count 1, 2, breathe out. Tilt your head, 1, 2, 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tilting wider, breathe out and come back to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And breathe out with a big sigh. Think about your word that has come to you. Visualize it right above you, bright and shiny. That higher frequency, that word symbolizes a higher frequency of experience. Just let yourself be in that for a minute. I'll watch the time. I remembered this quote the other day. Fear knocked at the door. Courage answered, and no one was there. So just think about a situation that normally triggers you, some difficult person or the state of the world right now that triggers a reaction, and feel that energy knocking at your door, and then rise back up to your word, align with that, and respond to that energy, that reaction from that higher frequency, and see what you feel. I'm hoping this is a little technique to help free us up from the grip of our reaction patterns, which of course are deeply ingrained. But I was thinking of this. It seems to me that we're at a crossroads. We're now moving out of a dark time of ego-driven getting. That's what our reaction pattern puts us into, is getting our way, or getting something that will make us feel better. Moving out of that ego-driven getting into a time of giving, where there's more concern for the humanitarian needs of others. Moving from a time of running on unconscious conditioned reaction patterns to the things we don't like, to a more creative idea about what we can give into what's happening. Moving from a reactive mindset that's all for getting whatever I think I want into a mindset that is responsible and all in for giving what is needed for the common good. So maybe we could end today's session with the meditation or the loving kindness prayer. Touch your forehead, may I be at peace. Touch your heart, may my heart be open. Crown of your head, may I awaken to the light of my own true nature. Opening up and just enveloping your being with light, may I be healed. Connected to the source of healing, generous, and giving what others are needing. Well, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.